don't click up.
What's up, man? It's your boy MB, man. What's happening?
Confusing self-conscious with self-confidence. Confusing self-conscious.
Good music, baby.
Confidence. Confusing self-conscious with self-confidence.
Lost Souls. DJ Scratch.
Confusing self-conscious with self-confidence. So you monogamous but body positive. Most pills just
I am hip-hop.
Following what he got to offer. He don't see the kids that he fathering. If you won't bother,
yo, you know what it is, man.
You plant them seeds before you water them. Say you empower women, but don't acknowledge them. Feminism not what you embody in. You false positive. But eat your fruit and drink your water then. I don't click up, I don't click up. I don't click up, I don't click up. That's why I don't click up, I don't click up. I don't click up. I don't click up, cause y'all kiss up, rep your set, then y'all switch up and don't pick up. But real friends don't ask for favors. Say you betrayed like you supposed to pay them. Got the White House like you supposed to save them. Ungrateful, wonder how I Kanye them. I should be an icon, baby. Stressing to be an icon lately, but a lost soul can't lead the people. A lost soul can't lead the people. Nah, a lost soul can't lead the people.
Talking to us, man.
A lost soul can't lead the people. Using the celebrity with your integrity. You drink a Hennessy for your therapy. Can't get no peace of mind, can't get no serenity. But the public ain't the enemy, it's the enemy. So, what you gonna leave with your legacy? It's like we don't believe in longevity. I was overseas, it seems that we the only people with dreams of material things. Confusing self-conscious with self-confidence. Confusing self-conscious with self-confidence. Confusing self-conscious with self-confidence. We lying to ourselves, that's what the problem is.
Say it again.
We lying to ourselves, that's what the problem is. We lying to ourselves, that's what the problem is.
Bad not fiction. Sing, my queen over there singing, boy. Queen speaking. This king and her. Please listen responsible. I'm gonna turn this around, man. 2 sets of ears at a time, baby. Bring that thing down. Y'all know how I do it, man. I bring it down, baby. Hey, give me that right there. Have me that right there, baby. Have me that right there on the end of that speaker right there. You see it. My rock. Remember my rock God gave me? Remember the rock God get right there on that surround. Right there on that speaker right there in front of you. Right there. Yeah, give me that. Yeah. You know how my Savior work with it, boy. Huh? You don't need that much. You bring it down, baby. Hey, check it out. Please listen responsibly. Let's get to some of these questions, man. Oh, man. Not one of these questions. Walter Goodwin, MB, is a mid 130 possible with 2 B2 6.5 and a Silverado standing cab truck? There might be a brother watching this. His brother's name is he says a 130 possible. The brother's name is Trellis Bo Mack, Athens, Georgia. Guy built him a box, and he think he just threw it together because the second box. He said the box guy built him a box, but he can't find him. He can't find him. I heard the setups in the standing cab Ford truck. His man had 3 Scar IX8s. IX8s. The ones they don't even sell no more. 8 on a Scar 1500 Marine out. I put the meter on it. It did a 138 at 30 hertz in that cab. So that's why I tell you don't look at meter score. It's just a quantification. But his cab is half the size of mine. A little less than half the size of mine. He did a 138 at 30 hertz. He might comment on here. He told me MB is loud, man. You got to hear it, man. It ain't loud like that 140 I heard when we first met up before I built this box. He said, but the thing loud, man. I said, I'm kind of close to that. I said, ain't no way. He brought that meter out, brought me way back to what I already knew. It's in the box. And if that cabin size shrinks, your score gonna increase if you got the right size sub. He's messing with eights. So is it possible for mid 130? Yeah, I believe so. Yeah, with the B2 audio 6.5, yes, I can honestly say yes, I believe so. That's the point. I'm gonna release that video tomorrow. Or why, even though he made it very, very large booty, it's still gonna go in a space that a traditional 8 cannot go in because its diameter is smaller. Automatically goes in no seat lift box. Yeah. So just something to say. Yes, I believe so. And I'm gonna tell you something else too to answer your question too. Now y'all know I got one 2500 watt amp. So using two D4 subs, I'm with two subs and D4, I've got what? 4 coils. 4 divided by 2500 divided by 4 is 600 watts per coil. The woofers are rated at 600 watts per coil, roughly, right? 625. That's with the DD2508. Now, so I'm able to push them pretty close to their performance. Pretty close. I think everything's said and done. No, I'm not getting 2500 watts to them, especially at one ohm. But I'm getting roughly close to what they rated at. Let's say I'm getting actually 2,000 making it to them. That's 500 watts to the two coils. They're rated at 600. And I'm able to do a 142 with them. Okay, it's cool. 142 with them. Now, here I have 4 6.5s, D4, D2, dual 2-on voice coils. Both subs, each one has 2 coils. I now have 8 coils on 2,500 watts. Baby, you do the math? I got it right here. 8 coils on 2,500 watts. It's science to this so y'all can understand numbers. Come here, you learn how to get loud all the time. Whether I'm with you or not, I'm teaching you principles. I got 8 coils divided by 8. It's roughly 300 watts on each coil. It's a 1,000 watt RMS coil. So I'm giving up 200 watts. So I am underpowering the rampages. I need to put a 5K in there. So, and I'm saying that by the guy that I'm let you hear when they hear the B2 audio raise 6.5. He said, man, they not even moving. They moving, but they ain't out popping. They ain't bombing out. They ain't stressing. You can tell when the subwoofer is stressing. And I was just turning the power up, and they ain't stressing. They need to soften up a little bit more. They ain't popping. They man, Jay be doing some things, man, with that spider and surround, what he does with that coil and how control his gap is. That's why they hate the fact that I was pointing out. You know, certain people hate the fact that I was pointing out how large that magnetic field is. And if you can detect it way over here, you telling me where it's focused at, you can't detect it. If you can detect it from the top of the cone, and he knows that the work of the driver is going to be in the gap. You trying to tell me because I detected it up here and it's not inside the gap? Get out of here. You sound like you on that dope, man. Be for real. And this man that had B2 audio products, subs, in size 2007. He had a world championship in 2019 with B2 audio products. Come on, man. This is a good. I love this little thing right here. I'll be testing every so it come through. I test to see. Let me see how if the magnetic field way up here. Because I know it's way up here. I know it's right there. Because it's a subwoofer and the dude's selling it. So don't that make sense, baby? If I can take the magnetic field at the top of the cone, that definitely means the magnetic field is inside the gap because he's selling it. And I mess with reputable brain. So with that being said, yeah, I need to put more power. It'll do that. But I need to put more power to it. You really can put these jokers on 2,000 watts, man. Each coil, that same 2-inch 4 coil he put on the rampage. So I actually got 4 rampages in there, same voice coil, but the membrane has shrunk. And it's hammering, man. This is day number 2. It's hammering. I'm beating them, loving them. Beating. Loving them. But I'm able to see it, man. I need more power. So I'm not gonna meet him at all this week. Just gonna beat him, play him, beat him. Give me about a week, give me about 10 days. I'm down 30 minutes somewhere and come back every day. This is the plan. I got a little circuitous road I go to. Beat him in if everything goes as planned. I'm gonna break him in. I'm gonna see what they're gonna do. Over 2,500 watt. I know they're going to 140, but I can take them way past that. But do I really want to? Here's the thing. How I market my channel, my niche, I'm trying to teach you how to get loud on what I feel is reasonable power, 2,500 watts. So I just want to see what it does on 2,500 watts. And I want y'all to know that you can do even more if you increase the power. Because on the power I'm running, it's just 300 watts per coil. But you know I'm not actually getting 300 watts per coil because of impedance rise. I might be getting 200 watts per coil. So I got a whole other 300. I got more power I can throw to these subs and get even louder. If that's your goal. I'm not trying to get loud. I'm not chasing numbers, y'all. I just want to sound good. Byproduct is I can quantify when I say, yeah, it's loud. That's all the media is for me to tell me it's loud. And 140 has to be something for me to say, hey, y'all, it's loud. If it gets this, it's loud. That's all I'm using the meter for. Once it get at 140, it's done. I done took the on the power I got to the 25.8 to 142. And I know I can put more power to him too. Same principle. Same principle. You loving that new choir box? Okay, but I'm glad, brother. I hope they use the Q class. When the Q class 8s come out, man, I hope you're able to use that. I doubt it, though. I think it's going to be a little bigger. But I'm glad you're loving your box, man. That's your second box for me. I appreciate the business. Appreciate your support. What would be stronger than 3 L7, L7, S12? A hungry fat girl fighting you for 3 pieces. What would be stronger than 3 L7, S12? That's a generalized question. Go up to the next 3 solo X12s. That might answer your question right there. 3 solo X12 in the same brand. MBE, what's up, David Cruz? Y'all know, hey, TC, you know I'm all about that good music. That's it. Walt Liver has been watching me for 3 years. Thank you, bro. This year be 4. Thank you. I appreciate your support. Hey, any firm day release of the Wave? No, bro, I don't work at Wave Tech. Any firm day in the release of Wave Tech 10 and the price point? Well, it's probably gonna be $6.99. Well, if that's $6.99, probably gonna be $5.99. Because the technology can't be duplicated. You can't duplicate that performance again. I don't care what shallow you pick. That is the best shallow that I offer. That's it. That's the best shallow driver for me. I done heard the J audio. That's the best shallow driver there is. Patent technology can't be patented, so I'm pretty sure, here's his cash cow. You can get his money up, and it's worth every bit of it. Sorry to make a name for it. It's over there across the pond. The next pallet that's being released in is this thing Pulse? Is this like pulsating? Yes. I know I wasn't going crazy. I'm sitting there. I said, why am my jersey going red to pink to this, and the light's sitting here pulsating? Just stay one color. Yeah, I'm sitting there tripping on that. I'm looking at myself changing. I said, why my jersey turning from red to yellow to pink to blue? Okay. And what shallow is comparable? J audio, I guess, for the sound quality aspect. For it sounded good, J audio. Output, it totally runs away from J audio and output. Runs away. Runs away totally. Wait for that 10, man. Hey, you know it. Hey, this boy right here, they trying to give him names and all that. When you think paperclip, you think MBE. Because anytime somebody say, man, what's up with the paperclip? You're going to have to make mention. Well, there you go. Me, I'm the creator of the paperclip. I'm that guy. You can't reimagine that. No, sir. And I love the paperclip. Love it on t-shirts and everything. That's what I mean. You're going to be bonded together forever. How about that? Proper adhesive nails to make sure my custom. Oh, okay. You build your own box. Proper adhesive. Wood glue. Wood glue. There. Glue. Wood glue and brad nails is a setting clamps. Be patient. Mario, where do you set your LPF on the amp with the epicenter hooked up? That ain't gonna make no difference. The LPF is the low pass filter. That's what's coming into the amp from the epicenter. The epicenter needs to get a full signal. The epicenter does. And I want to quantify when they say full signal. I don't know about that because I will always hook the epicenter. I think they're talking about full signal only if you're using the high input wire. Then you need to get a full signal because that's what audio control device was for, OEM application. So when they were saying getting you a full signal, meaning that sometimes cars would have the mid bass and the back doors and the mid range and the front doors. Well, if you're using a device like the epicenter with its high low input, no, you don't have high low input on the epicenter, does it? No, it's just got the input. So with that being said, yeah, whatever, it just got the RCAs. I'm thinking about some other device. So with that being said, I always plugged in the epicenter to the whatever head unit I was using, subwoofer output. Now, when you plug it into the subwoofer output, you control that. On mine, like radio, it goes 40, 6, 40, 20, 40, 63, 80, 100, 150. Now, that's the range that I'm setting into the epicenter. I guess I always use the LPF at 100, no more than 100. And I never had a problem with, and all them videos I was using that percent. Not using it now, but that's what, I'm not using it now. It's been bested in my opinion. But I always used 100. I was only setting 100 frequencies to it, 100 frequencies and under, and it worked fine. So it worked fine for me. Okay, you said you were going to send 2,500 of those B2. Yeah, that's the amp I got. Can they sing with, I got to answer this question for sure. Can they sing with 100 watt J audio, and what is the absolute minimum space needed? J lists the absolute minimum space to be 0.3, which is pretty much, you can't go into 0.3. So he's just saying with 0.3 because you can't build a box up to 0.2. Believe how to get multiple. So when he's saying 0.3, technically, David, that big old box that you see that I'm using for 4 when you see it, that is 2.5 cubes. I could put 8 in there. The box would have to be bigger for it to be net 2.5 cubes. But 8 and 2.5, 8 times 3 is 24. 2.4. So with that being said, the best use of that drive is not that. That's just when I'm showing my application and all things being equal. I should be running 2.8s, not 4 6.5. I'm just doing it because it's a challenge. Okay, understand that. The best use for those subs is people like Corvettes, smart cars, Honda Ridgelines, maybe those people that are using do the Proform boxes. Eventually, I'm gonna get into it. So this is something for y'all that already got that done. The Proform boxes under the seat of Toyota Tundras, and because that's one truck the Chinese don't care nothing about no music. Because there's no way you put nothing on the seat of a 2023 and up. Probably already, I think a whole ever is you put nothing on the seat of a Toyota Tundra. The Chinese ain't thinking about no music. They definitely want you to use the truck for what it's used for, nothing else. Don't want you to put nothing on the seat. Don't even make no room on the seat for nothing. All right? And knowing the Chinese, it'll be a long time for you to change their mind. So when people say Toyota Tundra, ain't nothing I can do. And they don't even mean the room in the back, really. But maybe it does have a shallow drive now. Maybe you can somebody do a pro form, put that B2 audio 6.5. It's 1,000 watts on this. So while it is going to give you a certain amount of power if the woofer can move, the thing got 15 millimeters X-Max. And a good way of cooling according to how quiet it is. But for real small spaces, those of you who got fours don't want to do a seat lift. It's still a 6.5 that can fit on the 304. He did make sure of that. Because I told him, I kind of knew about it before y'all knew about it. All I said was that make sure it can fit on the seat of a truck with no seat lift. Or it's gonna be a novelty item. People gonna just because I'm a clown. Other than that, there's a niche for it. There's plenty of niches for it. Bags of motorcycles. You know I ain't for motorcycle base. Mazda Miatas. Supras. Chargers. They got the Hellcats, 392s and all that. Man, I want some deep bass. I want a real big box. You can put 4 of them 2 Qs ported. And still have a lot of trunk space left over. Is it going to hit the lows? Yeah, because you shorten the comb down. Yeah, you brought the comb down. Go hit the low. Real small box. I don't think you need to go under a cube, though. The person needs to be able to just get a cube net, which means you have to have at least 1.5 cubic feet net before you even start to use 2 of them. But when you start increasing the number, you can bring the box size individually down to even 0.3 and they'll perform. All right. Thank you, Walter Golden. Oh shit, I already answered T. Bruce's question 1,000 times. Good. I hope everybody understood to take that knowledge when you're thinking about your subwoofer and your voice cord. That whatever your wattage is, you're actually using 4 cords. You got 2 subs. It's using 2 wires to dissipate that heat. The wires work together to interact with the magnetic field. Now, here's another thing I want to tell y'all here. If you have a tight gap, you can stay right at the RMS power rating and get your output. Because the woofer is designed to move because of this tight gap. B2 Audio uses tight gaps. Yes. B2 Audio. This design kicker tight gaps. Now, with that being said, check this out. Dumping too much power into a voice cord with a tight gap, you know what the problem you're gonna run into? Power compression. Heat gonna build up. Woofer gonna fail. There's a trend today. A lot of these guys are building woofers with what? They can handle a lot of power, and y'all buying them. They pioneered it. Large gap subwoofers. I've been reading about it and didn't really pay no attention to it until I started my Furway using these 8-inch drivers. And by using these 8-inch drivers and testing things, I started to figure out, man, you can get a lot of these other drivers getting the same output but far less power than you will. You design subwoofers just made to take power. You was never pushing efficiency. And that's why you was always making motors get bigger and bigger and bigger. They buy the same sub. How many times? I think 7 times now. He never changed the battery since 2014. Didi done went through 3 battery changes, even on their largest sub. Your battery ain't never changed. Y'all buy the same sub, you kept making the power. Because all you doing is making better and better efficient subwoofers. That shit ain't for me. Now I'm pointing this out to people. So the point is this: it's so efficient at turning the signal to noise. I asked him, I said, "Why you made that anyway?" For the American mindset. Here in America, we think bigger is better, except in the military. Shouts out to Charles, Lanier. Who are them, MB? 2 SEALs. Got boxes from me. Watch me. One of the primary reasons, because I know a lot of y'all ain't on that time, but those 2 right there, one of them stationed, one's an Army Ranger too. I got a Ranger friend too. One of the primary reasons why I feel the way I do, and I say, as far as it concerns me, certain brands ain't gonna never be on this channel. And these people that I'm aligned with, and this is no talk, this is no chase. They done told us that. If anything ever was untoward to happen to MB, they're going to investigate it. They way. So I got Lord's protection. My Lord then gave me my brother's protection. So certain stuff would never be on this channel because they pioneered that too. They investigated and come to their own conclusion. I said, thank you. It's just because you took that stance with them. Death balance. I trust my brothers more than I trust you. I know they got my back. Real, I call them real gangsters. They sit in the feed, don't say nothing. But then next day, sometimes they tell me, ooh. All of the IP address right here. Well, I'm thoroughly protected. The BTOC, okay. So, with that being said, I was talking about the coil. I got on the tangent. I talked to one of my brothers today. That's why I got on the tangent. Them coils can handle more power. But that doesn't mean you have to throw the amount of power they're rated at. It's rated 1,000 watts RMS. That means it can handle 250, 500, 750. It can handle anything under that with ease. When people tell you that you're underpowered a subwoofer, they mean underpowered, you're not getting the full performance out of it. You can underpower a subwoofer as long as you're not actually amplified to give more than its rated power. If you got 2 rampages on 1,000 watt amp, you're like, oh man, they're not performing. They're not performing maybe because you don't have the electrical, the space. Because if you're that cramped just to use just 2 of them, you probably ain't got a lot of room to put electrical to get 2,000 watts out of your electrical system. Probably got a sports car or something. But you got the room to put a little 1,000 watt amp, 750 watt amp, 4 gauge power wire. What are you getting? Sent the amp to deliver its rated power. Are they gonna move? Yes. The RMS rating means from that number down it can run and it will move. You will get maximum output at its maximum rating, but you can put less on it. Remember that. I let people say inefficient subwoofers. Death Balance and others pioneered that. One American company pioneered that. And Russia got their butt on it. Seeing y'all that waste. It doesn't surprise me that Death Balance makes a woofer like how they make it. The whole economy over there is wasteful. Whole economy over there. Ain't nothing they got in the military can do. Nothing we got over here. Nothing. Wasteful. Those tanks is the cold war. You throw a rocket in my go park. But anyway, think about that. So if you get tricked to think that something means good because it can handle a lot of power, it was designed to handle a lot of power. Another thing I want to talk about for going further. I go on social media every day, baby, and I see people weighing subwoofers now. I'm like, what is this about? You shaking your head for? You with me on this? You looking beautiful over there too. They weighing subwoofers. In my years of living from the cardio scene, I never did see us weigh subwoofers to deem if it's good or not. If you wearing a subwoofer, that basically tells me, so this is something just made for handle heat. This is what Josh has told me this, man. They just make woofers. They make them so large with large motor structures just so they can handle heat. Point blank. Period. I'm competing with them MB, and my woofers don't weigh as much as theirs. I said, yeah. So what's all that? Handle heat. They have created a market for heat consumption. And most of them have to handle heat because they're not doing what you doing, MB. You're not teaching them the electrical is the key. Electrical in the box is going to do the work. 30 hertz. You're paying for output. But they're making subwoofers that are prone to fail. That's why they say the recon. They make you, they're prone to fail, and they're made to handle a lot of power. They say they were made to get louder. The goal is, and they tell you this. When you start reading what they say on a write up, it's all about handling more power. Don't change the cone. All of them got the same people cone, same surround, just handling more power. They're creating motor structures just to handle heat. Not saying you're getting more output than what you did on the very first version. You ain't changing nothing but the motor side. Some of them ain't buying. They just copy whatever. I'm seeing so many TI basic subwoofers out there, man. I wish y'all stop asking me to review these subwoofers, man. The 8s. I said, come on, man. Ain't nothing new there. These jokers won't even buy a basket, man. They buying the same. Come on, man. Stop doing this, man. How much more performance you got? You think you gonna get all of you the same stuff? Come on, man. Be for real now. Treat yourself. Beat yourself. Don't be dumb. Don't be. I ain't gonna be with you about that dumb booty food stuff. I said, come on, man. You're not gonna sell me a mutt. Tell me it's a pit bull. You're not. They're like that last mutt you brought over here, man. Cut it out, man. Hey, are the BT-06 louder than the 1506 a deeper bass? I think they both have the unique sound. Both setups, the 1506 and the 140, they'll be on the power as well. It'll be on the power as well. I need 3,000 watts rated. I wouldn't send that much power to the cores. They both have their own unique sound. Yeah. So when you say louder is always going to be on the application. That's why I tell you, there's no best subwoofer. Is no best subwoofer. I have seen, I heard a dude in a smaller vehicle meter louder than me with the 2508s. And I had a 2508s. And he had a 25. No, he had I can't remember what he had. I can't remember what he had. Smaller vehicle. So there's no best. They sound good. They have the performance level and the ability to replicate bass the way MBE likes it. All of them got their own sound. A Kicker Q class don't sound like none of the mates up there. 2508 has this sound. G7 has this sound. V2 Audio has this sound. I don't bring anything up here to you and say, yo, I like this too. Oh, yeah, I like this too. I am not the yes man. I'm going to tell you, hey, man, this thing make bass. It is what it is. If you can afford, get it. See what you can do with the box. Then I'm going to tell you about those that go over the top. And every one of my kings that go over the top, them jokers bought a basket, didn't they? They bought a basket. They bought a basket, man. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Except for the G5. He didn't buy a basket, but he compete with the same score all the rest of them do. But here in the future, my wife laughing. Here in the future, DB Drive said, you right, MB, F that. They going to hit in February. G3, G2, G5, they bought them all new baskets. Said, we no longer do what everybody else doing. You're right. We're going to invest in our company and ourselves. And they did it. Stay tuned. You'll see them. Yeah, like the companies out with, but they know to stay effective MBE, you can't keep bringing that doo-doo. Not dude, you can't keep bringing that same old thing. I'm saying, hey, man, we got changes up for real. Just leave it alone. If you know he ain't doing nothing, leave it alone. Let it sell. All right, let's go. Where we at? Ooh, 34 minutes. I got how much time I got? Okay, I got 10 more minutes. Wish we had an MBW. What's the MBW? What's the MBW, baby?
Not really sure. You should have worked that one out.
Oh, man, think about it. I didn't think about that. Did you ever cover your pressure vent on your truck? I didn't even think about that. Next time I take that box out, yeah, mine is covered. I got all that stuff on the back. I did. I cut it out. I'm gonna check that.
Yeah, I don't know what.
I gotta check that. It's on the back on the. Hey man, true state. You right. On the back of the truck, they got little things that little vents. So if you ever look inside the vehicle, they real flimsy. The air gonna be exchanged right there. Well, if you trying to meter something for pressure, as you applying pressure is going out that vent hole, particularly right there where the subs at. Because it's generating a lot of pressure. There could be a whole dB loss in there. Boy, I didn't even think about that. Thank you, Truth. You got the right title. The Truth Stain. See, like I learned from everybody. Next time I check, I'm going to check to make sure. I didn't even think about that, man. Because I'm not chasing SPL score. But yeah, it's going to get louder if I don't have that. I know the box is in the way, but it's not completely sealed off. The air's going to go wherever it can go. Right. And yeah, man. Thank you, brother. That's cool. Kenneth, thank you for that sew-in, baby. When you put those new 65B in the garage sale, I want first deals. I wonder how long I'm gonna keep them in there. Here we go. Where that guy that said he'd rather get an X8 said I'm easily influenced. Do you see how I retain my information and get my knowledge? People gonna say what they want. People gonna say what they want to say. But in some places you can't mount a traditional size 8. You're gonna have to use some small 9.5. Yeah. Like with no seat lift, you can't put them subs in an F-150 unless you're gonna jack the seat up and they're gonna look for it. If you want to keep that seat with it just closed down, it's gonna be 9.5 inches. You're gonna use a 6 to get in the box. If you want to throw 1,000 watts to a driver. Okay. If you had $1,000, that was a good question. If you had $1,000, what amp and sub would you buy? $1,000. I would buy 2 DD 608s and the DD 2000 SS 2000 for $339. I should have $300 for the subs if you're paying full price. And $339, that's $939. Still got money to give me something to eat. If it was me, I got enough money to get me a piece of MDF and think about building a box. But that's what I'll do, Brandon Miller. I hope I was able to answer your question, man. That's what I'll do. That setup I know gonna bang. Sub and amp combo. Yeah. This question right here. Can you make a box for a second gen Ram quad cab? Not under the seat. I don't know if you got room behind the seat, not under the seat. Oh man, I don't even answer that question. You ask them people at After Dark. They'll answer that question. No, I haven't seen an audio mobile on cool. I've been thinking about that. I've been looking at it too. I ain't seen that. I didn't think about it. Well, they say he still got no Sony beating on. I bet they is beat strong. But hey, I remember him with them 210s. I measured it out. He said, "Who put him?" I did a lot of people put him on the seat. There's a dude, fat boy, putting 312s on the seat. 312s, 3 automatic 12. I'm gonna say the same thing I'm telling you. You jokers loud, y'all ain't low. Y'all is beating though. I'm not going to contest that. Y'all are beating. Y'all hitting hard, punchy base. What's this? I am running the LCI Pro to the epicenter to the amp. LCI Pro. Okay. LCI Pro. LC5i or 2i? My third box will be for those Q dogs just got by LA. Ooh. Yeah, I'm waiting on mine too. Hey, I want to see that. I heard that somewhere. I heard even Kicker sent us dealers an email saying that people are selling. I wanted to see it though. It's even on Kicker website. Yeah, it is fake. They copying everything. Maybe that little 10% tariff that Trump put on gonna make them stop copying so much. We gotta stop making stuff over there though. I want everybody to bring stuff home. But I want a lot of stuff. Probably ain't gonna happen. I ain't gonna lie. Will be to a 4B2R Rampage 6.5 fit in my 18 Silverado. It'll fit without the seat lift. Yeah. You got a what year? 18? You got 18. It'll fit without the seat lift. It'll fit without the seat lift. You don't need it. But if you want to get more volume, yeah. But if you're gonna do that point, then you need to go to the Rampage 8s. Unless you just want to try the 6.5. I want you to understand something. 6.5 for people who don't want to do a seat lift like yourself. If you're going to do a seat lift and increase the face of the box, then you might as well increase the corner and go with that same brand 4.8s. You can do 4 Rampages. If you're going to do a seat lift just to run 6.5, my question to you is, why? Unless you just got on the burn one try it. I get it. If you just say, man, I'm a bass head. Yeah. Oh. If I wanted to fill in the sound below my factory system subsonic, drop at 45 hertz, and start around 120 what single sub would you recommend? Any sub that you can afford. Is the box are gonna do that. The box. If I have a survey of VMAX 12 that has an RMS rating of 1,000 watts, 2 cores, 500 watts each core. I have 501 amp also. Okay. So in the perfect world, you can get 250 to each voice core. Will it move? Yes. Set it with a Steve Me device, or set it with a multimeter at the square root of 500 watts at the ohm load you're gonna run it on, and leave it alone. I'm considering getting the Epicenter. Do you think I'll get a significant improvement in sound? The Epicenter is not gonna add no more dBs. They ain't gonna do that. Nah, all it do is cut the frequency in half and make it the same place playing the different tuning. So it's looking at 60 hertz because you're saying you want to hear 30. If you turn to 35, it's gonna look at 70 because you're saying you want to hear 35. It goes a half octave up and starts to bring that up, and then that's what you hear at the same modulation what you already hearing. But I advise you to get the Wave Tucker to BSI. Sound a lot better. No clip. And I showed that to the brother that came from South Carolina. He picked this box up. He said, man, I said, eating the full power amp, and as you can see, my voltage is not dropping below 14 at all, period. I'm loving that. Ever since you take my stuff 13.8. This thing here, never dropped below 14. Yeah. Don't like to do, I can't do what sounds better between, you can't never let nobody answer this type of question for you. If you do, you need to run. They're just talking out the side of their neck. I'm just telling you my opinion. The sound woofers I like what Ding the King, but nobody should be. Oh, this sounds better than that. That's your opinion. That don't let nobody really answer them questions like that. Let me end it. I got one more minute. Appreciate that, man. Well, I can answer this question. I'm glad you like it, brother. Thank you, my brother. This question there. I just bought 2 25Gs and waiting for them to come off back order. For some reason, the vast majority of videos about them come from your channel. Any ideas what other channels to look for? Nah, because when I'm on the channel specialize on 8. I don't want nobody else to just dig in like I do on 8. They always do their little infomercials. But I specialize on 8. That's all I talk about, 8 and Subwoofer. So, and the reason why you see so many videos about the 2508 is because I was kept away from that joker for a long time, man. And then when I finally got my hand on one, I'm mad at the people that y'all was lying the whole time. Y'all was lying the whole time. Y'all used to compete with DD. Now bad DD and everything. He taught me too. But I'm the star pupil. I'm the people that went the correct route and said, man, I see let's put our brain to making it better. I'm just talking now. You know what Josh told me one day? Y'all be saying all the time. He said, MB, I know one day you're going to go make your own soul. I said, no, I'm not, Josh. He said, you ought to. You doing enough. No. He just told me one thing. He said, just don't bash me when you leave, man. I said, nah, come on, Jeff. First, I'm not gonna do it. I don't have no interest in getting in that fight. Not at this age. Because them guys, they're younger than me. The ones that they're younger than me. I said, nah, Josh, I ain't gonna do that. He spawned a lot of them. A lot of them. One of the kings he spawned. So did. Yeah. So, but who spawned DD? Kicker spawned everybody. Kicker the daddy of them all. Oh, you ain't none of y'all be doing what y'all doing if it wasn't for Steve Irvin. Fat in that fiction. I'm in it on that, baby. I'm in on that. And nothing else to be said. Drop the mic. Poof. Ain't nobody with it. Ain't it right, baby? Drop the mic. Poof. Steve Irvin is the granddaddy of everybody. Everybody. Hey, everybody got called Steve Irvin. Everybody got called Kicker Daddy. Everybody. You love cardio? Okay, it was Foci, whoever you name. Put it in the car. Everybody got to thank Kicker. He the pop of them all. Fat in that fish.